Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all well. We're expecting a guest speaker this evening. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but hopefully we'll find out soon. We're expecting Nicola from Hooda Health, and we're going to be talking about an alternative to supporting menopause. So I am going to just double check if she is, because I've been in conversation with her and I've not yet heard back from her. Hi Fee, how are you? Haja, welcome everyone joining the live. This is the Menopause Wellness Community. We're due to have a guest speaker this evening. If it doesn't turn out right, then we can go ahead and just have a catch up, because it's been a whole week since I have done a live. And yeah, we can just talk about what's happening in terms of the book. And we've got the book launch, the official launch party on Thursday. So we're going to go through and see what's the book is like. I know and then I'll be sharing the book, parts of the book with you as well. So yes, we are. Good evening, everyone. Hooda Health, I can see. Let me just see. Let me see here. I've just sent an invite to you, Nicola. Hopefully you will be able to join. Hi, Nicola. How are you? I've just sent an invite to you, so you should be able to join. There is another alternative. Hopefully you've been able to see that. So just everyone, welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community. And if you haven't come across the Menopause Wellness Community before, we meet up Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. Sometimes we have guest speakers on as well. We're due to have a guest speaker this evening. And we just talk a lot about the menopause. We talk a lot about the menopause and we share our stories. We have Speak Your Truth segments. We also have evenings where we just listen to music. And we've just recently published our first book in the community. The book is all about embracing menopause, but it's mainly to support menopause warriors and those who are about to embark on their journey. just to support them around. Just to support them around their journey. So yes, hi Poetic Angel, how are you? So welcome everyone joining the live. So in the community, we have menopause. I always call them menopause. We have community ambassadors. Okay, we have 5 community ambassadors, and our community ambassadors always are around just to support you and just to see how you are. I think there's a couple of them here this evening already. We've got Poetic Angel. We also have Just Empress. We have Samantha, we have Claire, we have Lulu. So those are our 5 community ambassadors. So if you do see them in the community, they're there to just say hi. They give you a virtual high five. And just to find out how you are. If you've got any questions, they keep me on track and they pin up your questions if you've got any questions, particularly if I miss your questions. Sometimes I do. There's a lot going on sometimes. So good evening, everyone. We are waiting for I'm just looking at see if, now Nicola, I'm not sure if you was able to if you received my invite. Do let me know. I did send an email, so there is a second option. Let me know. And, there's a link that you can join. And I know before we have had a guest speaker on and we've had to do it via Zoom, didn't we? And we can do this one via the video. But how is everyone anyway? How is everyone? Hot Water, I see you. How are you? Kim Possible, how are you? Daniela, there's quite a few people that's joined. How has everyone been? I'm having problems getting the camera on Teams. Okay. Can you log on though? Have you logged on? Because I can't see you. I've already got it ready to accept you in. We've got time. We have got time. Yeah, so how is everyone doing? We've been away for probably about a week. I had a break away and I'm back now. And I think it was Sunday. Yes, Sunday we had Danielle back, and Danielle was talking about mental health. And mental health, we was talking afterwards and talking about mental health is such a broad subject, isn't it? I prefer to call it emotional well-being, to be fair. And it is such a broad subject matter, and we just kind of touched on it slightly, because it's such a huge subject matter. I must ask though, as anyone, those of you who are in the UK, I'm not sure where you are, do let us know where you are in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. Has anyone put their heating on yet? Because I'm sorry, I'm cold and I've had to put my heating on. And I've only turned it on slightly and it's still cold. I'm going to have to now turn the heating up even more. You know what? You usually wait until October time, don't you, to put your heating back on? I can't do it. I cannot do it. Who's put their heating on? Yeah, it's very cold. Nicola, I'm not sure if you're still with us. Just let us know how you're getting on. Hi Dee, how are you? Health, how we are. Here we go. Nicola's we're gonna go and do this live. Let me see. Nicola. Okay. Hi Nicola, how are you?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, I'm gonna put my. Can you hear me? Can you see me now?
Yes, there you are. Hi.
Okay, right. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Everyone, we are going to go via, because there was technical issues. But we know when we got technical issues, we just go. I'm going to turn the camera around. And we're going to, so we can see Nicola. And then invite her in. Okay. Right, so we are going to, let me just turn this around. You know when your memory just forgets so many things? Brain fog, here we go, flip camera. Nicola, how are you?
I'm good, very good,
Right,
thank you.
can everyone see Nicola on the screen? Do let me know. Do let me know. Can everyone see Nicola on the screen? Nicola is our guest speaker this evening. Okay, and we are going to be... I'm just checking to see if everyone can see you. Yeah, I can see you nice and clear. I can see you absolutely nice and clear. So this evening, we'd just like to... What's the time now? 8 o'clock. Look at that. Even with the technical issues, we are bang on target, aren't we? So...
Yeah.
Nicola, thank you very much for joining us this evening and welcome to the Menopause Wellness community.
Thank you for having me.
And I know we wasn't able to join you on TikTok, but we got there. So everyone can see you. Everyone knows what I look like, so that's fine. So we are going to be talking about tonight CBD oil.
Yes.
And menopause. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to turn you up and just ensure that everyone can hear you. We're going to be talking about CBD oil and menopause. And so just before, what I'd like you to do is just introduce yourself, because obviously Nicola from Hooda Health, right? You are the founder of Hooda Health. So can you just tell us a bit about you and why you started your journey, how you started your journey with Hooda Health?
Okay, so I am a trained mental health therapist.
Yeah.
Got a long history and experience of dealing with multiple health conditions, physical health conditions as well as mental health conditions. So they range from inflammatory, autoimmune diseases, PMDD, which those of you in the menopause wellness community, I assume, have heard of before. It's a hormonal imbalance that causes a range of symptoms. And so I've had a long journey with trying to figure out how to get effective symptom relief, basically, where conventional medicine didn't have all the answers for all the remedies.
Yeah.
So issues with pain and sleep and anxiety, things like that. I was undergoing tests for another autoimmune disease called psoriatic arthritis, and needed some pain relief, basically. And I do try to use natural alternatives and reduce side effects. So I started CBD as a way of controlling my own pain, helping me sleep, and relaxation, while I was undergoing tests. So I found that it really did help me pain a lot, but mostly it helped me to sleep, which also had a beneficial impact then on mood and pain and stress levels, like overall. So I started recommending it to other people. Yeah. And I also took a career break at the same time to focus on recovering my health, because it was just adding up the list of diagnosis. And I really felt like I needed to take a step back and look after my own well-being. So I recommended it to other people, and quite a few people were going through menopause at the time, and were reporting things like better sleep through the night, not waking up for hot flashes and things like that. And over time I realised that was a group of people that benefited the most, because it seems to cover such a wide range of symptoms, and so does menopause. It produces such a wide range of symptoms. Yeah. I realised that was the group of people that were finding it most beneficial. And so I started the brand Hooda as a way of trying to support women, basically. Yeah. Give them a place to come for wellness tips, because I've practiced a lot of that stuff myself. Sort of self-care routines, nutrition, just sort of like a holistic approach to health. So trying to treat things from every angle, not just conventional medicine, but lifestyle factors, balancing techniques, just trying to provide sort of more stability for the body to be able to function in the way that it's designed to do, but has difficulty when there's imbalances going on, like hormone issues and other things like that. So yeah, that was what got me into holistic health and inspired me to start the brand. Yeah, no, that's great, because I haven't shared this with the community yet, but it has been a journey for me also, because I have tried the CBD oil myself. So I will share at some point what the journey was like for me. So again, just having that alternative, and what you're saying is about that holistic approach is so important, isn't it? That having that holistic approach. Absolutely. And when we're focusing on things like our symptoms and, there's other factors to take into consideration about what we're consuming and what our lifestyle's like as well, any stresses in our life. It is just everything, Absolutely. So, I mean, looking at the CBD oil, and I'm just presuming I'm talking about CBD oil, and actually, can you just explain what CBD oil is? Because just in case there are people listening in that don't know about it or not heard of it before. Yeah, okay, so it's a plant-based supplement, basically. It comes from the cannabis leaf. Probably most people will have heard of cannabis. Obviously, that's illegal in the UK. And so CBD oil is the parts of the plant that don't have psychoactive effects. Yeah. So the THC part of cannabis is the ingredient that gets you high as a psychoactive effect. Yeah. And so CBD utilises the rest of the plant and the beneficial properties that come with that, and removes THC, so there's no psychoactive ingredient, and hence that's legal to sell as a supplement.
Yeah, I'm just gonna change this gallery because sometimes you are. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Yeah, no, thank you for just explaining that, Nicola, because I just thought to myself, we're talking about the CBD, and it may be that someone has not heard about it before.
Yeah, sure.
So how exactly does CBD oil interact with is it the can't even say the word.
It's quite a long one, isn't it?
It is. My brain is not functioning. How do you pronounce it? The endocannabinoid
system.
Yeah.
Most people don't even realise that we have one, actually. It's a bit like, if you think about the nervous system and how that works with shifting your body into fight or flight or rest and digest, sympathetic versus parasympathetic response. We actually do have a system called the endocannabinoid system that works in a similar way to the autonomic nervous system in that it provides balance to various functions in your body. So whether that be your immune system, digestive health, anxiety, kind of mood regulation, sleep regulation. And so it's a balancing system, the endocannabinoid system. And it supplements the endocannabinoid system. So sort of like how you would provide your digestive system with nutrients in order for that to function effectively. CBD that's what that does for the endocannabinoid system. So it helps to balance as part of an overall wellness routine. It works in conjunction with other systems that provide balance to the body. Like I said, the autonomic nervous system and hormone balancing systems and digestive system. All of that works in combination together.
Yeah.
So you nutrients that provide the raw materials for hormone production and sort of chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, melatonin to regulate your sleep-wake cycles, mood stability. So utilising all of those things together and providing them with the ingredients and nourishment that they need helps to provide overall balance. At times of life where things are not balanced, like in menopause, when hormones fluctuating a lot, you might be deficient in some hormones, or they might just be sort of off balance. So if your aim is to bring more balance to your body as a way of sort of easing symptoms and discomfort, CBD it can offer real help in that way. But we do have a blog about the endocannabinoid system on our website, which will provide for you. For anybody that is more interested in the science behind it, because there have been studies done on CBD and the endocannabinoid system and how it functions in the body. So I don't want to go too much into that in case it's just kind of like over people's heads and, if they're new to CBD and have never heard of it. Yeah. But we do have a lot of blogs for information and quoting studies on that for those that are interested in the science.
Okay. That word is just always, anytime I come across that word, I just stumble on it all the time. I will just, but thanks for that, Nicola. That's really interesting. And what we'll do, we'll get at some point ask you to just share your handle so people can just follow you and also get some information, because that's really interesting information about that. In terms of your products, because obviously you've got products under Hooda Health, are there specific CBD products that you recommend for certain menopause symptoms?
Well, like menopause symptoms, CBD provides a wide range of benefits. So it won't be individual, just like menopause is individual for women. Yeah. So what we do say is to start with the oils, the sublingual oils. And the reason we advise oils as opposed to gummies or tablets is because it has a better absorption rate. So we don't actually do products that we didn't find beneficial for actually working and giving the benefits that somebody needs. So we'd say start with the oils, and if you get benefits like improved mood, sleep, less anxiety, and that's what you're looking for, then you're fine to stick with the oils. You find if you're suffering with joint pain, I know a lot of women in menopause, that's a big symptom for them, is suffering with pain. Then you can use the topicals as an added extra to provide more targeted relief. So after starting CBD, it takes about 2 weeks to get into your system, just like medication, basically. So that's going to provide overall benefit. It's going to build up in your system and provide a more holistic benefit to body systems. But if you're looking for pain relief in the short term and you need something more targeted to a specific area, then that's where the creams, the topicals come in useful. And then we have the massage oil that's it just provides a really nice relaxation experience. And so you're also getting then the CBD that it absorbs through the skin. So you're still getting the benefit of CBD intake, basically.
Okay.
But a lot of our ladies like the massage oils as a part of a wellness routine for when they taking time for themselves to relax.
No, I think at this point, because someone has asked a question, obviously you're not able to see the questions, but I'll read them out to you. Unique Me 777 has asked, how do we use the CBD oil and where do we get it from? Because it is that's one of the questions I was going to ask. It's about so saturated the market with this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. CBD it's gaining popularity more and more. What I would say is, if you're looking for a reputable CBD supplier, is make sure that they know where the products are coming from. And know how it's found. Ask for ingredients lists. Because what you'll find is, if you actually look into the products and how they're made, a lot of companies use CBD isolate, and that's a powder, and it's one very small part of the plant. It's quite cheap to sort of get and mix with oil, and then you can make quite a big profit off that. And it's, I mean, for me, that's unethical. Because the CBD part of the plant, that isolated part, which is called CBD isolate, only provides some benefits. It does provide some people some benefits in terms of mood. Mostly they're included in drinks. There's some popular brands of drinks out there that use CBD isolate. But it's such a small part of the plant that it isn't actually as beneficial as they sort of claim it to be. So we use broad spectrum oil, which is the whole of the plant, and full spectrum oil, which is the whole of the plant. Broad spectrum oil doesn't have any THC whatsoever. The full oil has 0.3% THC for those who do like more of the relaxation properties, but again, it's not psychoactive. We use those because it incorporates the whole plant, which are not just CBD, but terpenes and flavonoids, and all of those compounds together produce an effect called the entourage effect. And it's basically where it's a synergy of how these they complement each other, and it produces much more enhanced experience and a much more effective product base. I'm also very I really prefer to keep things natural. I'm very aware of chemical processes and exposure and things like that. So our oil is cold pressed. So that means that it's literally just an extraction technique for how we extract the ingredients from the plant. that doesn't necessitate any chemicals whatsoever. And a lot of other brands do use chemicals.
Yeah.
Our products are organic as well. So yes, I wanted to keep it as close to nature as possible.
Yeah.
Because for me, holistic health and natural alternatives are supposed to be beneficial. And you know, if you're using natural health alternatives that have got harmful ingredients in them, then it kind of defeats the object, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So yes, I would say make sure you know what you're getting with your CBD supplier. You know, people can use sort of gimmicky marketing and that kind of thing that is appealing to customers, but always do research and make sure you know what you're buying. Any reputable brand should have a frequently asked questions section that lists exactly where they get products from and what they use, any chemicals that they might add into it. So we are actually providing free samples at the moment. For people who are new to CBD and are going through menopause. We only ask that you cover the postage. But our prices are competitive in terms of the quality.
Yeah.
We don't. There aren't any other suppliers of CBD that are cheaper than us with the same level of quality that we provide.
Okay.
But you could, and I mean, I'd invite anyone to do the research on what they're buying, because you know, natural health alternative companies, you need to make sure that they're ethical and that they align with your values.
Absolutely. I think doing your due diligence is always something we talk about in the community. Yeah. And we always say as well, one size does not fit all. However, on this menopause journey, it's about trial and error. You don't know if something is going to work for you until you try it. And not everything is going to work for you, but until you actually try it yourself. So I feel at this point, this is an ideal time for me to share my journey with you. And it was your brand that I used. And I found that because there's a certain dosage you need to take, isn't it? And going back to what the question was earlier on as well, how do you take it? I actually it's a droplet and you just place it under your tongue, right? And you hold it there, was it for, I think it was 60 seconds or something? Yeah. Hold it under the tongue for 60 seconds. So the droplet, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Nicola, was one droplet was about a mil, wasn't it?
I think it's 0.1 mil.
0.1 mil. So it's 0.1 mil. And so I would drop it under the tongue, I try to do it about an hour before bed, maybe half an hour before bed. And I wasn't sure, so I thought, let me do it just before I go to bed. So I dropped it under the tongue and kept it there for about 60 seconds. And then I felt the first evening, I didn't really feel anything. And then the second evening, I think it was probably about the third evening that I thought, I don't know if this is working for me. And then I decided to take 2 drops under the tongue. And I took 2 drops under the tongue. And probably about day 5 or 6, I actually got a really good night's sleep. I really got a good night's sleep. But I know that when I doubled the dosage, for me, doubling the dosage made my palpitations go. It wasn't to the point where it was scary, but I noticed that I started getting palpitations. So with the double the dosage, I probably took that for another 3 days, and then I stopped. I went back down to the recommended dose.
Yes. Okay.
So it was playing around with what is best for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, like we said, everyone's going to be different with it. Everyone may take less. Everyone may, but it's just being mindful about. And I think, again, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm always saying in the community, be in tune with your body. Know your body.
Absolutely. That's so important. It's like with anything, dosage is everything for an individual.
Yes. Yeah.
You can get. My husband doesn't feel like painkillers. If he takes painkillers at the level that I took him for my arthritis before, where they'd completely take me out for 2 days, they don't touch him. Like, he has such a high tolerance.
Right.
Then for me with CBD, for pain relief, I was taking a really high dose, and I was taking it 3 times a day, and I could function. I was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Other people like yourself need a much smaller dosage, but I was absolutely fine with it. But that being said as well, I did gradually increase it until the level where I reached pain relief. So the whole body does get used to it as well with the more you take it.
Definitely.
But it really is an individual thing for people with varying symptoms as well. It might be that you need 2 drops a day for sleep, and it might be that you need 4 for anxiety. That's another thing that for anything more than sleep, don't just take it at night time. If you need it for anxiety during the day or other things like hot pockets, take it morning and night. 2 drops in the morning, 2 drops at night is what we advise. And if that feels like it's too much, you can feel free to cut back to 1. If it's not enough, raise it to 3, raise it to 4, but leave it 2 weeks in between each dosage change, because that is how long it takes to get into your system properly.
Yeah. And I just seen Valka, welcome. I just asked about what product are we talking about. We're talking about CBD oil, Valka. That's what we're talking about this evening. So thank you for that, Nicola. And just kind of like, we know how we're going to take it, and it's so important about the dosage, and it's different for different people. This is why it's really important to be in tune with your body, or just making notes if you're not in tune with your body, because our body has a way of telling us things, right? And if you're not in tune, if you're not that sort of person that you're in tune with your body, then record once you take it, how has your body responded, and just jot it down so you can refer back to it, which is going to be something useful.
We send those out. We send us a journal as well, a leaflet, an information leaflet with a product that comes with a journal on the back, just to remind you basically. Because I know what it's like. You order a product, you kind of forget, you just take it, you forget what you're kind of supposed to be monitoring with it. So I wanted to include those to just give people a gentle reminder that it's really helpful to track the progress. And
that was very useful, because I remember using it. I actually used that, and you don't normally get those journals with products normally when you purchase products. So that was really useful. What I will do at some point is, because you mentioned about you are offering a free sample, I will put in the chat how anyone interested in a free sample can get that hold of the free sample. So I will put in the chat. What is the time? I need to look at okay, we're good for time. So in terms of, we talked about your products. So what should women be aware of when considering a CBD product, especially in a market that is becoming more saturated? And I know you probably answered part of that already, to be honest with you, haven't you?
I think I didn't I, about awareness of ingredients, extraction methods. Just if they don't have enough information on the website about what you're buying, that's a red flag.
True.
That in basic terms, that's the best thing to do. Is to
just
have a look through the frequently asked questions. Do they have blogs with information on? Have a look at the social media pages. Is it all about marketing? Or they're just trying to sell you a product based on sort of colourful marketing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We can't give you a lot of information about the product, the ingredients, how it works. That for me would be a red flag. But
definitely.
Again, that's only because I've built my own brand on this as well, and I know what my ethos is, and so I see the red flags automatically. But the average consumer doesn't really know. They just they trust what they see and they try it, and actually it is quite frustrating sometimes, because like I said earlier, some of the other like more inferior types of CBD that are used in drinks and things, the CBD. If people use those and they think, oh, it's rubbish, it doesn't work, because they've had an inferior product and they don't even know it's an inferior product, then it's sort of like rule out CBD then, and that's such a shame, because it's, if you get a good quality product that has all of the benefits and all of the full profile of the plant, then, you know, they could be missing out on some real benefits there. So it is a kind of a bugbear for me, to be honest, how sad it is at the moment, because people are not every brand is ethical.
That's true. That is very true. So what advice would you give a woman who feels overwhelmed by menopause and doesn't know where to begin?
Well, I mean, overwhelmed is certainly something that I can relate to.
Yeah.
What I find is the best thing to do is, firstly, to join communities like this, because it's so empowering to be able to support people who are suffering with the same symptoms and problems as you are. You know, we've probably all had doctors that have sort of invalidated symptoms, dismissed them, and kind of sort of blamed hormonal issues on like real physical problems, or not taking it seriously when you have started to suffer with hormonal issues. And that can be really frustrating and also quite isolating. I think that joining communities and getting in touch with other women and other people that are experiencing this is really, really positive for your mental well-being. It's also a way of sort of like getting tips from other women. This is what's working for me.
Absolutely.
You know, like exchanging ideas, and even just if you want to have a vent, you know. Like, kids are driving me insane today. I've been up all night flashes, and you know, I've had to go to work and then I've had to come home and I'm exhausted, my joints are hurting, you know, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
It's really important. And as well, along with joining communities, look for information. Knowledge is power, and you know, if you can empower yourself to advocate for yourself when it does come to dealing with the medical community, then you know it's going to benefit you hugely. I have a couple of social media pages where I do share a lot of wellness tips for women, because Hooda for me isn't just about products. It's about community. It's about empowering women, supporting women. And so, holistic health is a huge passion of mine. And I would just advise, do as much research as you can, join like-minded people, find communities, and I think what you've done here, Jackie, is fantastic for
Thank you. I mean, what I'm going to do, I'd like to put in the chat for everyone how they can get hold of you, maybe your handles. I'm going to check if anyone has any questions for Nicola. Remember, those of you who are just joining, welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community. We have been talking to Nicola, founder of Hooda Health, about CBD oil and the benefits of it. So, as we always say, it's about just trial and error and identifying what works for you. You don't know if it's going to work until you actually try it. But some key things were, know your body. And what I loved about this product was that when it arrived, it had a journal with it. So, I could jot down over the days how I was feeling or any comments on there. And it was really great. So you don't get many times when you have those journals with your products, any form of products, to be honest with you. So Nicola's mentioned already that, she is giving free samples. So I'm going to pop this in the chat. But Nicola, your handles first. So I will pop this. How can someone get hold of you if they were interested? How they can follow you on social media?
Okay, so we are on TikTok, but we're just new at the moment, so we don't have much content at the moment to see. But we are here in case anybody isn't on the other social media platforms. So we're called Hooda Health UK on all handles. So
Hooda, is it all one word?
Yeah, HOODA Health one word.
Yeah.
And then .uk.
.uk. So I'm putting it in the chat for everyone. So Hooda Health, spelled HOODA, health, all one word, .uk, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so that handle then, I've just popped that in the chat. So that's how you can get hold of Nicola. Do, follow, and she's got some information there, constantly information. I follow as well, constant information about holistic health during menopause as well. Some really useful information. So that will be on your Instagram?
Yes, on Instagram, on Facebook, and the same name on here on TikTok. The website's the same. It's hoodahealth.uk into Google, and that will bring up the website. So for free samples, there's a pop-up on the website. So all you need to do is enter your email address, and we send you through the code.
There you go. So if you are interested in a free sample of the CBD oil, then you just need to go onto the website, Nicola's website, pop in the information, and then you can get a free sample. Nicola did mention, though, do you pay for postage, right?
Yes, all we ask is for you to cover the postage.
Okay.
Which is a small, and the product's free of charge.
Okay, so Unique Me 777, is this her Instagram page? Unique Me, I'm going to call you Unique. Cut it down short if you don't mind. This hoodahealth.co.uk, hoodahealth.uk is Instagram, Facebook, and her TikTok as well.
Yeah.
So it's everything. And your website is going to be the same, you said, yes?
Yeah, that's right. hoodahealth.uk.
Okay, so hoodahealth.uk is the website also. So then you can go on there and, that's great. So I'm just going to check if there are any questions that have come up. Just to see if there's any other questions that have come up, because normally we leave questions to the end, but I thought as I was seeing them come up, I hope you don't mind, I was just getting them answered there and then, because sometimes to scroll back through the questions. Right, so with this product. Okay, so I think that's all the questions there. Don't think no one else has any questions. So just to remember that if you are interested in maybe thinking about CBD oil as an option, I always say this in the community. If you come across something that is new and you are thinking about trying it, please remember, if you've got any health conditions, any or on long-term medication, it may be that you need to go and seek advice from your GP before trying it, rather than just taking it. I always say that to everyone. Please ensure that if you are any health conditions, any long-term medication, I wouldn't want you to start taking it and then it has an impact on your health or any medication. So first and foremost, always go and speak to your GP. But if you don't have any of those things, health conditions, or you're on long-term medication, you are wanting to trial it, then it may be that you are interested in reaching out to Nicola and getting a free sample and try it. And then you can always feedback to see in the community as well, feedback in the community or feedback with Nicola as well, absolutely, to see how things are going for you as well. But you mentioned as well that you would say you said that you would give it at least 2 weeks, did you say?
Yes, at least 2 weeks before you change dosage, whether that be up or down. But I mean, if you're having side effects, feel free to drop down at any point.
Yeah.
Just to what you said as well about health professionals, a really good one to check for like interactions and things like that with other medications are pharmacists. That's what I would say, to go and see a pharmacist for.
Pharmacist.
Yeah, especially if you've got a regular one that you go and get your prescription from. Just take and say, is this okay to take with the medications and the conditions? And I find quite often there's no more than GPs when it comes to supplements and medications.
Yeah.
So.
And that's a good piece of advice, because a lot of the time we don't tend to think about we could go and speak to our pharmacist rather than our GP.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they will have that information there. So yeah, no, that's really good advice. What is the time now? I'm very mindful about time. I'm stickler for time, Nicola. Me, stickler for time. So what I'm going to do then, I've given everyone your handle, how to get hold of you, or can follow you, and some really good advice on there. And also they know how to get hold of the free sample if they would wish to have the free sample. I think going back to something that you mentioned about giving that 2 weeks before changing up or down in terms of dosage, the consistency is key.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I know it's difficult sometimes to sort of give things enough time to work if you're not seeing results.
Yeah.
Just sort of put it into your routine. So what I do with things like that personally is keep it on my bedstand to remind me to take it, and then, you know, it's not something that you have to think about really. But yeah, patience. Just at some point, give it a chance to work. That's definitely important.
Yeah.
Because you could be stopping before it becomes effective, and then you losing the benefits. So
definitely. And it's as well, along with consistency, it's not taking it day 1 and then forgetting day 2 and day 3 and taking it then day 4 and then not until day 7 again. It has to be consistency, holistically consistency.
Yes, I mean, from my own personal experience, what I found is that when it was in my system and it had built up, that I could take it more like a short-term dose.
Yeah.
So one night take it for sleep, and then the next night forget. The next night it still work again. But in the early days when it's getting into your system, it just doesn't work like that. You have got to build it up over time.
Definitely.
So eventually you will notice that it affects you more short term, but not until it's in your system properly.
Yeah. Well, Nicola, thank you very much.
It's been wonderful speaking to you again.
Yeah, no, it's been really good, and I'm gonna send you an email anyway, because I've got some questions for you, but I'll ask you off the live. And no doubt we'll speak again. And just a reminder for everyone that, remember, if you are wanting to get in touch with Nicola, or if you would like to see what information she has on the menopause, her handle for Instagram, Facebook and TikTok is Hooda Health UK. And also it's the same for the website, Hooda Health UK for the website, where you can, if you are interested in getting a free sample of the CBD oil, feel free to reach out again, and that could be sorted out. But Nicola, thank you very much. I'm going to we usually finish at 9, but I'm going to finish at 9 this evening. But I'm just going to catch up with everyone because I was away last week. So we're going to catch up. And I will definitely speak to you soon. But I can speak for the community that we thank you for coming today and being our guest speaker. And hopefully we'll have you back on maybe, a few months down the line. Yeah?
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jackie.
Thank you very much. You take care.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So I'm going to turn this camera around. Right, everyone. So that was really interesting. So if you have, I'm just turning this laptop off. If you have an interest in CBD oil, and it's a thing that you're thinking, I wouldn't mind to try that. Remember, Nicola is giving away free samples. So this could be an opportunity for you. But like we said, just please remember, if you need to speak to your GP first and foremost, please speak to your GP. I know Nicola mentioned you can go and speak to pharmacists, but particularly if you are long-term illnesses or on any medication, always go and speak to. But yes, so everyone, how is everyone? How is everyone doing? I was away last week and we're back now, back in the swing of things. I had a really good time away. It was a nice break and back in the swing of things. The book, the book went live yesterday. What's today? Tuesday. The book went live yesterday. And on Thursday, we're going to be having our official launch party. The official launch party. So I'm so excited. I'm going to have a physical, I'm touch wood, going to have a physical copy of the book. And then I'm also going to just read some small extracts. I can't give too much away, right? Small extracts from the book as well. So, yeah, just to find out how everyone is really. I know we're going to finish at 9 o'clock. So it's just about see how everyone is. Doing a quick catch up before we go. What else is happening? So we've got the launch party on Thursday. It's going to be at 8 o'clock, as always, 8 p.m. British summertime. We also have, we've got a karaoke night on Sunday. So if you are around and you want to come to the karaoke night, please feel free to join. What's the book called, please? Oh, Dinky Di, hi. The book is called Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. A Journey Through Menopause with Power and Grace. The book is about empowering menopause warriors. It's also about empowering those who are about to embark on their menopause journey. It is actually available on Amazon now. And so you can just, I put the link in one of the posts. I haven't put the link on the profile, but yeah, if you go onto Amazon and put in Hot, Wise and Unapologetic, not the word and, it's the symbol and it will come up. It's a book for menopause, the wellness community. Actually, I've got it. Hold on a sec. So this is a proof copy of the book. So that's what the book's called. Hot, Wise and Unapologetic, Journey Through Menopause with Power and Grace. Yeah. So it's got stories in there. It's a book that you're going to be picking up. You're going to be writing in it. There's lots of things in there. There's a lot of things in there. There's symptoms in there. There's information about advocacy, being an advocate for yourself. I'm not going to say too much because we've got the book launch on Thursday. So if you are around, do feel free to join the book launch and we'll go through and I'll be taking some bits of the book and sharing it with you. Not too much though, obviously, not too much, right? Shahana, how are you? You've ordered the book. Oh, fantastic. I'm still waiting for my book to come as well, actually. That's a proof copy. And I was happy with what was going on in the book. So, yeah, it's quite thick, isn't it? It's a book. Book that is going to be, it's going to be your companion. Absolutely going to be your companion. But yeah, it's all excitable. But I just thank everyone who contributed to the book. I thank everyone who contributed to the book because there's real stories in there, real strength, real transformation as it states on the book. But that's our first book. Who knows? We might do another book. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. Can't wait to read it. Yeah. Do you know what? I actually took it on holiday with me and I read it on holiday. And part of it was me reading it to see that, do I need to change certain things? So, yeah, it was a nice read. It was actually a nice read. And obviously you can write in it as well. So, yeah. But I'll be sharing a lot more about the book on Thursday. But if anyone's got any questions, so if anyone is new to the community, welcome. Those of you on the For You page, welcome. So this is the Menopause Wellness Community and we meet every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 8 p.m. British summertime, just for an hour. And this community is all about, we support each other, okay? This is a community where you can come and be yourself. You are not judged. We don't we're very supportive, okay? And it's all about, our slogan is many voices, one community, embracing our journey together. Yeah. What's the name of the book, please? Here we go. Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. A Journey Through Menopause with Power and Grace. That's what the book's called. Okay. We will be doing our official launch party on Thursday at 8 p.m. So this is what the whole community is about. So I'm Jackie. If you've not met me before, if you don't know who I am, I'm Jackie, and I am a menopause. One of the things I do, I'm a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause weight loss, menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner as well. So how I got into that was because on my menopause journey, when I hit menopause when I was about 42, I started hitting menopause, and I recognized it was menopause because I was experiencing hot flushes. And so I went to my GP, and the GP kind of just laughed at me and said, "No, you're too young." So walked away. The second time I went to the GP probably was about maybe 2 years later, and I said to the GP, I think I'm going through the menopause. I'm sure I am, because this time hot flushes had invited the night sweats and hot flushes were there together, right? So I went back to the GP and said, yeah, I really think I'm going through the menopause. And again, no, you're too young. You're not going through the menopause. I went back a third time. Now, this was probably years later. I went back a third time, and this time I put my foot down a bit more. I was a bit more braver, saying that I'm going to be a better advocate for myself. Went back and I said, I need to have a blood test. And this blood test that I got given, or they took the blood for, was an indication of that I am actually going through the menopause. Unfortunately, the test results showed that I was not going through the menopause. And this is the thing. Sometimes the blood tests that are done, they're not reliable. So at this time, it was probably about 5 years in. After the third time of going to the GP and the blood test showing that I was not going through the menopause, I decided to just go it alone. And so this is why I went away, educated myself. I did research like Nicola was mentioning, did some research, and I just felt very alone at the time. And after doing research, I went and studied, and that's what I studied, to be a practitioner. And from once I qualified, I then started doing a lot of menopause cafes and also talks around the menopause. And then in March this year, I decided to set up something online, because I just felt to myself for a moment that there possibly will be so many women out there that are feeling lonely, like how I felt. And I thought, do you know what? There needs to be something. So this is why, another reason why I set up the online. And then we've been online since March. And we've also got a WhatsApp group, which people are free to join. It's free to join the WhatsApp group. And again, it's just an extension of the TikTok lives, where everyone's supporting each other. It's a place where we can be heard and understood. I'm really proud of the community, because we are speaking about our journeys unapologetically. Yeah, and that's what we need to be doing. Sometimes people won't understand us. Sometimes they don't want to understand us because they feel that it's a personal thing. But right now, particularly if you're employed, you need support, because it's not something that you experience. It can be tough navigating through the menopause, and this is again why the community is here. We are here to support each other, and we are here to support each other to embrace our journey. That's what we're doing. We're absolutely supporting each other to embrace our journey, because the menopause is not going to take control. We're going to take control back, and this is it. So this is why, the community is here. As I said, we meet up 3 times a week, just for an hour on TikTok, but we also have monthly meets. We didn't have a monthly meet this month, actually. I was away, so we didn't have a monthly meet this month. We have monthly meets, and they are on Zoom normally, and we have specific subject matters. So we've had menopause and raising a family, we've had menopause and intimacy, so lots of different subject matters where we meet up online via Zoom, and those are free to attend as well. Everything the menopause community does is free to attend. However, we are having our very first face-to-face event next month, Embracing Menopause. And it's the Embracing Menopause event. It's going to be in Sidcup. That's between Kent and London. It's going to be in Sidcup, and it's a whole day, but it is on a Monday. That's the only thing, it's on a Monday. Next year it will be on a weekend. Trying to get a venue was a bit of a struggle, but we managed to get a venue, but it was only available on Monday. So it's going to be on Monday, the 20th of October, and it's going to be from 10 till 3. What you're going to get there is going to be guest speaker. There's going to be activities. It's all focused around community, empowerment and well-being. That's what the day is going to be focused on. Yeah, so there's lots of things happening, and it's very exciting. We've had people contact us to sponsor the event and give things for the goodie bag. So yeah, it's been all exciting organising all this stuff. But yeah, that's coming next month. So that's going to be our very first face-to-face event. What else is happening? Yeah, off the top of my head, this is what you can see. Brain fog in real time. I'm telling you, brain fog in real time. But it's almost, 7 minutes. On Thursday, we are going to be back. So remembering we are here Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. So Thursday we are going to be back, and we're going to have our official launch party for our book. This is the Menopause Wellness Community book. This is a proof copy. I had to get a proof copy first, and we are going to do our official launch. The book is available already on Amazon, or you can get it from Amazon. But yeah, if you tap in Hot, Wise and Unapologetic, it actually will come up. I have left in the post the link for the book. I haven't put it on the link because I think there's too many links on there. So you can actually get this book as well. So if you do get it by Thursday, I don't know, you might be able to get it by Thursday. Bring it along with you, and we can talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Definitely talk about it. I'm going to share some extracts from the book as well. There are real people, real stories in there. I'll talk about it a bit more. But yeah, if anyone had any questions, do let me know. I will say, with every live, if you've missed a live and you would want to and you'd like to catch up on what happened during that live, feel free to go and check out our YouTube channel. So the Menopause Wellness Community, we have a YouTube channel, and you can go. Every live is always uploaded. I upload it within 24 hours. So you could actually go and watch the reruns of our lives and get the information you need. Also, just to let you know as well, if you have if you need any information around menopause, around symptoms, around self-care, around foods that are going to be useful for the menopausal journey, around herbs and spices that are going to be useful for the menopause journey, any research, statistical data, we have it all in the community. And if you need any of that information, please feel free to reach out to me and I will send it over to you. So you can reach out to me. How can you get hold of me? You can DM me on here and I will respond to you. You can click on the link. So on the profile page, if you click on the email link, it will open up an email, the Menopause Wellness Community, and it will open up an email, and then you can send me an email, and then I will send you the information. All I need is your email to send, or a email to send, and I can send you information. So yeah, we've got so much information around the menopause. And what I think probably one of the pieces of information that is the most popular is the 90 symptoms that we have a list of. 90 symptoms, for the menopause. Listen, this is not a joke, is it? It's really not a joke. And yeah, just stages of menopause as well. That's in there as well. That's also in the book. So again, on Thursday, I'll be talking about lots of different things, the sections in the book, and just sharing some extracts from the book as well. So I'm a stickler for time. We start at 8 o'clock, but I'm generally here about 10 to 8, and we finish at 9, and we do finish around 9. There are the odd few occasions that we go over 9 o'clock, but it's very rare. So I'm going to probably just start ending the live now. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday with our official book launch for our Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. And we'll be talking about the book. And let me just do this. We'll be talking about the book and giving you a bit of insight about what is in the book, okay? And sharing little bits of information about the book. And you can have as many questions if you got any questions, feel free to ask on Thursday. So I'm going to end the live. I end the live in 2 ways. The first way is I send a virtual hug to everyone. Send a virtual hug. And the second way, I remind you that you are not alone. Okay? If you feel alone after the live has ended, please, please, please reach out to someone that you trust, someone that will listen to you, someone that will understand, and that you are heard, okay? You don't have to feel alone. Definitely don't have to feel alone, but please reach out to someone if you do. Stay blessed, everyone. I will see you on Thursday at 8 p.m. I generally get here 10 minutes before 8 o'clock anyway, when we're going to have our official launch party for the book, okay? Stay blessed. Have a good, until Thursday. Have a good day tomorrow. Very productive one. And I will see you all on Thursday. Bye, everyone.